Welcome to Caston, Jordan. How have you found your first week?
Yeah, it's been good. All the lads have been absolutely great with me. Made it so much easier to come in, so welcoming, and obviously straight down to business on Friday night. The training week and that's been all been good. Um, yeah, just ready to go now. Just can't wait to get out there.
Was it one of those moves that happened quite quickly?
Yeah, it happened quite quickly. Obviously, got whispers of it a week or so ago. As I was coming up to play against Toulouse that week, so I just sort of wanted to get that game out the way first, and then see what happened. And yeah, it happened fast, and then I blinked and I was here. So here I am.
So, how did you feel when you knew Cass were sort of monitoring your progress?
Felt it's pretty good knowing that people want you to come and play for them. Obviously I know Lasty pretty well, so um I still spoke to him, still speak to him every now and then. We've got a pretty good relationship, to be fair. So when the opportunity come up, and obviously they needed someone to come in and fill Macca's boots for a bit. Obviously he's injured, so it's a good opportunity for myself to come here and show people what I'm about.
At the same time, is that slightly galling to fill the boots of the captain and a former man of steel?
I know, yeah, a little bit because he's a top player. He's been a top player for a while now, and he's someone who I used to enjoy watching. Well, still enjoy watching him now. The way he plays the game and stuff. I think he's a great player personally, and to come in here and I'm just looking forward to speaking to him as well and talking to him about rugby and seeing where we are. But yeah, it's a good opportunity, like I said, and I'm really looking forward to it.
You feel like you've got a similar sort of game.
Um, Potentially, I try to pride myself sort of on the effort areas of the game. The little one percenters and stuff. Like to be known as a player the lads like playing with, and sort of doing the dirty stuff. But when we get into with balling and hopefully have a little bit of craft and a bit of guile, and create a few opportunities for some of the outside men.
It's good to see you back in Super League as well. When you left Hull at the end of the season before last, did you not have the opportunity to stay in the top flight?
To be honest, mate, I spoke to Widnes pretty early, and I sort of got that deal boxed off pretty quick because probably the past 12 months or so at Hull, or even like going back to the pre-season before, it wasn't really that good of a time for myself. And I just sort of wanted to get back playing rugby and enjoying myself. So, I knew a place, obviously coming from Widnes, I knew going back there I would be able to do that. Obviously being closer to family and stuff, and that happened for me. And I'm just happy now to get another opportunity playing because, the way I did leave, I still think I have got more to offer. Probably didn't see the best of me when I was at Hull. Obviously in and out of the team, playing a lot in the loose forward position as well. Didn't really get that much time at hooker. So, hopefully over these next 3 months or something, I can really show what I'm about as a hooker.
Have you been out? I mean, like you say, it's happened very quickly. Have you given any thought to what might happen next season? Whether there might be the potential to stick around at Cass?
Um, First and foremost, mate, you've just got to go out and play well, haven't you? That's the be all and end all of it all. You've got to perform well, and then opportunities come on the back of playing well on the field. So, my sole focus at the minute is just to get out on that field and just give my best for the team and hopefully contribute in a positive way.
You played at Cass many times as an opposition player. How did you used to enjoy? Is probably not the right word. How did you
Oh,
find the
did enjoy
experience?
it. I've just been having a chat about this actually. I've scored a couple of tries here. Probably I've not scored that many in my career, but two of them have come away. Yeah, so hopefully we can carry that on tomorrow night if I can get over for one. But no, I like it. I like the ground. It's a small traditional stadium. The fans are on top of you, and it'd be nice to be on the right side of the fans this time. Hopefully we can get them going tomorrow night.
Have you ever had any? Have you ever had any flack from the fans down at Cass, especially when you're
Uh,
scoring tries down there?
Not that I can remember, mate. It's tough when you're in the game and you're in the moment and that everything's sort of a bit blank as an opposition player. But not that I can remember anyway. But probably have done.
I'm sure you have. What would go down as a good debut then for you, Jordan, on Friday?
A win. As long as we win, that's the main focus in it. A good performance is good and all that, but it's a results-based business, isn't it? And we need to go out there and get the win tomorrow night. And that'd do me for my debut.
Just lastly for me, how's Lasty changed now he's a head coach?
He's the same as I know him. He tries to be funny, doesn't he, and crack a few jokes, but he ain't got it, has he? But no, he's good. He's a good fella, and he knows his stuff, and it's good to play under. He knows how to get the lads going and that. And yeah, just looking forward to playing under him again, really.
You've just mentioned there about you feel like people got to see the best of you at Hull. Was that always the ambition of yours to come back into Super League at some point, or was you just kind of happy playing the champ?
Yeah, I was just, to be honest, when I left, I didn't really think about it that much. But when the opportunity did come up, I think it made me realise, yeah, probably I have got more to give, and obviously it didn't end too well at Hull in the way I left and all that. And I still felt I had a lot more in me to offer. So, probably looking back now, I'd have probably said no. Like when I left, I'd have probably said no, but I think I'd have been probably lying to myself. So, yeah, I'm happy to be back in Super League, and I'm looking forward to playing this week.
Good stuff. Well, you've spent quite a lot of time in the Championship, and obviously you've had that Super League spell. What do you feel like are the main differences? Obviously, you've got the part-time and full-time elements.
I think just the speed of the game, and obviously the quality of players. In Super League, it's totally different. But you go and battle your way in winter, and you're playing down that hill, and then you're going to Saints away, and do you know what I mean? It's just total different prospect of what you're playing against. But probably the speed of the game, probably the athleticism of some of the players as well. It's a slightly different game, the Championship. Big men, just heavy men. Whereas in Super League, everyone's that little bit more athletic, a little bit more quicker and stuff. So probably that.
I was surprised when you left Super League and went to Widnes, and rather than going to another Super League club. But it's good to see you back. It's good to see you back in Super League, and you couldn't really come back to it at a more crucial time, could you, for Castleford? Because obviously they're 4 points ahead of Wakefield. We all know that one team's going to be relegated, and nobody at Castleford wants it to be them. And to get a win against Leigh on Friday would be absolutely massive in achieving that object. And yet, few people would have expected, if at the start of the season people had said this will be a game between the club second in the league against the team second from bottom, most people would have probably thought Cass would be second in the league and Leigh would be second from bottom. That, Leigh have been remarkable this year, and I just wonder, do you think you've got a really realistic chance of beating them? And are you looking forward to being up against Edwin Ipapi, who's made a big impact this year in Super League? And it's going to be a real challenge, isn't it?
Yeah, I think every team in the league's beatable on the day, aren't they? We've just sort of got to worry about ourselves. I think the lads have actually been playing pretty well lately. Obviously, Friday night against St Helens looks like they put up a great battle against them, and the week before they turned Warrington over, so they were second in that league at the time, so that was at home. So hopefully we can do Leigh this week. But no, we're pretty positive. It's been a good week. The talk of that sort of bottom two and relegation stuff, I can honestly say it hasn't even been mentioned once within the squad since I've been here. Where sort of everyone's just positive. We sort of want to look up the table rather than down the table, who we're playing against. So, yeah, like I said, it is obviously a time, and we do need to start picking up wins so we don't sort of get dragged into that. But we want to really look up the table rather than down.
And this is a season-long loan, isn't it? So you are here for the rest of the season. Would you want to convert it into a longer deal than that?
I'm just sort of trying to take it game by game at the minute. I just sort of want to start playing some good rugby for Castleford, and helping the team from now to the end of the season, and whatever will be after that. But I'm contracted to Widnes next year, as it stands. So that's where we're at with that.
And have the guys at Castleford been welcoming? Have they sort of welcomed you with open arms?
Yeah, they've been brilliant. Everyone's so good. They're down to earth team. Everyone knows sort of what the role is and what the job is here. So environment wise, it's been great just to walk in. I've fitted in pretty seamlessly.
Have you had any chats with Paul McShane about, stepping into his shoes, so to speak?
Not really. I've only really seen him today on team run day, and I haven't really spent much time with him. But probably after this game, get this game out the way today, and I'll probably have a chat with him next week and that about the game, and see what he fancies and that. But no, I haven't sat down with him properly yet. No, but I will do.
Just for me, how have you settled into like the training and like the calls and everything? How have you found the transition from coming from Widnes to Cast this week and then being thrown in tomorrow?
Yeah, it's been pretty easy, to be fair, mate, because obviously Radders and Lasty were both at Hull when I was there, so the sort of saying all the calls and stuff they brought with them. So for me, it's been pretty straightforward. Obviously, under fatigue, it's a little bit difficult sometimes, but in general, all the calls are pretty the same, and it's been pretty good. But the training's been great. Feels like I've never been away from full time, to be honest. That's what this week's felt like. But yeah, it's been good.